All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Relief Valve podcast. Coffee is just kicking in. I apologize. So happy Monday. I hate Mondays. I imagine most of you do as well. I didn't get to do the shitbag roundup on the weekend again with a busier schedule at work. It's been the weekend is only kind of time to get things done around the house or have a little bit of downtime if I can take it. So anyway, getting that out of the way, let's catch up with what's going on. Let's start with the shitbag in Colorado, the peaceful, the very, very peaceful Palestine protester that was throwing Molotov cocktails and hurting people here.
We can't do nothing about that. We can't do nothing.
We can!
Not here.
You have to end service!
Not here, bro.
You're right!
People are taking video right
You have to
now.
end service!
He was wearing an orange suit with like something on his back.
Spraying alcohol.
Spraying alcohol, but with pictures he made it look like he was here.
He's drinking Molotov cocktails. Stop! And for us,
Well, we can't do it when he's got Molotov cocktails.
if you are fighting, you have to
That's what he's got right here is
go
Molotov
and
cocktails.
fight thousands. They are killers.
Okay, so let's get into some stuff about this wonderful person here. Man yelled "Free Palestine" as he threw Molotov cocktails at pro-Israel march in Boulder terror attack, the FBI says. A flamethrower-wielding suspect yelled "Free Palestine" while throwing Molotov cocktails at a demonstration in support of Israeli hostages in a targeted terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, says the FBI. Mohammed Sabri Solomon, was anyone thinking it was going to be any type of different name at all? Was 45 years old, so here's a loser that just needs to get a job in a life, was arrested after victims were attacked near Pearl Street in Boulder around 2 p.m. local time on Sunday. Police said the FBI considers this incident a targeted act of violence and is investigating the attack as an act of terrorism. He allegedly used a makeshift flamethrower and threw an incendiary device into the crowd as he shouted "Free Palestine." FBI Denver Special Agent in Charge Mark Michalik told reporters 6 people ranging from 67 to 88 years old were injured. One of the victims is a Holocaust survivor. Their conditions range from minor to critical. Police said some of the wounds were consistent with burns. Witnesses told CBS News that they witnessed someone attacking the peaceful demonstrators with Molotov cocktails. Every one of the victims I could tell that I saw had skin basically melted or hanging from their legs, a witness told Fox Denver. Former FBI agent Bobby Chacon told CNN that because Molotov cocktails can be made from essentially household items, it's unlikely that buying the components would have put the suspect on the law enforcement radar. Just say his name out loud. That should have been enough. The suspect is an Egyptian national whose visa expired in March 2025. Trump administration sources told Fox News he arrived in the U.S. of August of 2022 at Los Angeles International Airport. His last visa was approved for renewal in March 2023. Thanks, Biden. A senior White House official told The Independent that the president had been briefed on the situation. A terror attack was committed in Boulder, Colorado by an illegal alien. He was granted a tourist visa by the Biden administration, and then he illegally overstayed that visa. In response, the Biden administration gave him a work permit. Suicidal migration must be fully reversed, White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller said in a post on X. Ed Victor, who was one of about 30 participating in the march on Sunday, told CBS News that the group was peacefully walking down Pearl Street when the attack occurred. So we stood up, lined up in front of the old Boulder courthouse, and I was actually on the far west side, and from my point of view, all of a sudden I felt the heat. It was a Molotov cocktail equivalent. A gas bomb in a glass jar thrown, Victor told the outlet. Another marcher saw it, a big flame as high as a tree, and all I saw was somebody on fire. The host of officials and organizations swiftly condemned Sunday's attack. Colorado Democratic Rep. Joe Neguse said he's praying hard for the victims. I'm sure they appreciate that. We are closely monitoring and in contact with the local law. Well, how do you pray hard? You're like, God damn, Jesus! Fuck, let's help those people, man! Fuck! The state's Democratic Governor Jared Polis condemned the attack. My thoughts go out to the people who have been injured and impacted by this heinous act of terror. Hate-filled acts are of any kind are unacceptable. While details emerge, the state works with local and federal law enforcement to support this investigation, he wrote in a statement. Colorado Senators John Hickenlooper, that's a stupid name, and Michael Bennett both denounced the attack, each saying there was no place for hate in their home state. Yeah, aside from the Antifa marches and the radical left marches where they go after Christians and other people. That's fine, though. The Boulder Jewish community issued a joint statement in the wake of the attack. We are saddened and heartbroken to learn that an incendiary device was thrown at walkers at the Run for Their Lives walk on Pearl Street as they were raising awareness for the hostages still held in Gaza. If it was a run for their lives, why were they walking? I feel like people didn't get their money's worth here. We don't have all the details of what is unfolding, and we promise to keep your community informed, the statement read. Our hearts go out to those who witnessed this horrible attack and prayers for a speedy recovery to those who are injured. The statement continued, when events like this enter our own community, we are shaken. Our hope is that we come together for one another. Strength to you all. So, in finishing up here, do you ever notice the violence coming from the Jewish community against Free Palestine supporters? Right, because there isn't any. I believe it's zero. There maybe someone can prove me wrong and put something either in the comments or direct me to something, but I'm relatively sure it's zero. So the Jewish community deals with all this. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, you don't see the Jews doing this. I certainly don't see it in any of my reporting. You see Jewish people or pro-Israeli people going around and throwing Molotov cocktails. There was another story I didn't get to cover. I think it was in New York, where again another Free Palestine supporter ended up shooting that young couple at a convention that was going on not only how to free the hostages, but how to get aid to Gaza as well. And that was the young man that was going to propose to his girlfriend, and the Free Palestine supporter shot him. So you have 100%, pretty much 100%, absolute violent people that are in support of Palestine. All of these people that support it are not just saying, I feel bad about what's happening there. They go, I want to go and hurt other people because of what's happening there. Which is a crazy thing to do, because they have absolutely nothing to do with Palestine. They live in America and they're an American citizen, or they're an illegal like this guy, whatever it is. You haven't been to Palestine once in your life. You're not willing to fly over there, pick up a gun, and join Hamas in fighting Israel. So the only thing they do is harass innocent tax-paying citizens in the United States of America. I mean, that's the worst of the worst of just scum of people. And for these people, and I've come across these videos, they're like, I support Palestine, and if you don't like that, you can just keep on scrolling. And it's horrible what's happening there to the kids and to every. How can you condone what happened to all the kids? This is what you hear from some of those people, right? And Candace Owens as well. And what you don't hear them ever say is, what about October 7th? What about when Hamas went over the border and attacked the people at the festival, attacked the border towns, and murdered and sexually assaulted women and killed all of these families? I played one video of on my show at the time when that happened, and we had kind of breaking news coming out about it, of a man getting his family out the window of his second floor home, and then being shot in the back by Hamas soldiers as he got his family out. I mean, the ultimate act of a father saving his wife and children before, he is the one that's taken out. Those cowards shot him in the back. Now, in finishing up here, it's something that these pro-Palestine supporters, they don't bother to educate themselves about what happened and how it all broke down. On October 7th, when Hamas crossed the border, went after the border towns in Israel, and after the at the concert that was going on, and etc., Palestinian civilians went with them. It wasn't Hamas by itself, and Palestinian people were just whistled in the street and minded their own business. They went with them, and they raided Jews' homes and stole their possessions, TVs, everything they get their hands on. They even helped in kidnapping people, putting them on the motorcycles or their cars, whatever they drove through with, and taking them back to Gaza. And then being the wardens and holding them as prisoners while Hamas did their thing. They were regular citizens that were doing this. So for everyone that thinks the Palestinians are 100% innocent, they've never heard a fly, do